If you are on the twin flame path, you might be sensing a profound shift in energy, a sudden surge of karmic intensity that cannot be ignored. Perhaps you've noticed that life seems to be hitting your divine masculine all at once, challenges arising, truths surfacing, and consequences unfolding in rapid succession. It might feel confusing or even overwhelming from your perspective, especially if you've waited long to see balance restored. You may wonder why everything is happening now, why the scales of justice are suddenly weighing in, and whether this chaos is a sign that something has gone terribly wrong. In reality, what you are witnessing is a sacred recalibration, a double dose of karma delivering long-awaited balance on the twin flame journey. It is as if two karmic currents are converging to set things right, one driven by Saturn, the stern cosmic teacher, and the other by the very essence of destiny symbolized by the number 8. Together, these forces ensure that balance and justice are not just concepts but lived realities, unfolding now in ways that can be startling yet necessary. In this video, we will explore the spiritual and energetic repercussions unfolding as divine justice comes knocking on the door of the masculine twin. We will journey through 6 deep insights into how and why double karma is hitting him today. You'll discover how Saturn's influence acts as a cosmic enforcer, how the numerology of number 8 weaves karmic lessons into this connection, and how all of this is ultimately bringing balance and accountability to your shared path. By the end, you will not see these trials as punishment or random misfortune. You will understand them as an essential cleansing, an overdue balancing of energies that is paving the way for greater alignment and truth in your union. Stay with me until the end, because this understanding can transform how you perceive the current challenges. What seems like chaos will reveal itself as cosmic justice in action, ensuring that everything unfolds in divine order for both of you. Pause for a moment and breathe. Recognize that the intensity you feel right now is not your imagination. It is the universe responding to the imbalances that have existed for too long. The shared energetic field between you and your twin is remembering how to find equilibrium. If a part of you has been silently crying out for fairness and accountability, know that those calls have been heard. The energy of karma may be invisible, but its effects are very real. And as the divine masculine faces this powerful correction, you too are being carried by the same wave of transformation. Before we dive deeper, take a moment to center yourself. Feel the truth of this moment in your body. Every push for justice, every karmic storm, is ultimately guiding your journey back into balance. Now let us explore the first layer of this unfolding story, the role of Saturn, the great teacher of cause and effect, in steering this chapter of your twin flame journey. Saturn's presence looms large at this stage of your twin flame journey. Often known as the Lord of Karma, Saturn governs the principles of cause and effect, discipline, and responsibility. When its influence intensifies in someone's life, it can feel like undergoing a strict spiritual audit, a thorough, unyielding review of one's actions and choices. For the divine masculine, Saturn is now assuming the role of a stern teacher who refuses to let any lesson remain unlearned. Every shortcut he attempted, every truth he denied, every imbalance he created or tolerated is coming under Saturn's scrutiny. This planet's energy may be slow-moving, but it is relentless. It always balances the books. If consequences have been long delayed, Saturn ensures they arrive precisely when the soul is ready to grow from them. And that time, it appears, is now. You might observe that your masculine twin's life seems to be constricting or pressurizing in uncanny ways. This is Saturn's doing. Saturn's influence often manifests as delays, obstacles, or sudden limitations that compel a person to pause and reflect. Plans may fall apart at the last minute. Relationships that were built on shaky foundations might reach a breaking point. Long-standing comfort zones grow uncomfortable. These are not coincidences or cruel twists of fate, they are corrections. Saturn is making it impossible for him to continue on autopilot. Instead, he must face himself. If he has been running from his shadow or resisting his higher path, Saturn will corner him with circumstances that demand accountability. Under this influence, denial cracks and truth shines through the gaps, however harsh or stark it might be. In mythology, Saturn is the god of time, Father Time, who eventually catches up with everyone. Symbolically, this means the time for unresolved karma to manifest has arrived. The divine masculine may feel the weight of time lost or opportunities missed, especially in regard to his connection with you. Regrets that were long buried may surface, because Saturn brings a keen awareness of cause and effect. He might start connecting the dots between his past choices and the consequences he is living today. This can be deeply uncomfortable, even painful. Yet within that discomfort lies the seed of transformation. Saturn does not punish out of spite, it course corrects out of wisdom. It strips away illusions and excuses, leaving the bare truth visible so that real change can occur. If you have sensed your counterpart becoming more serious, introspective, or even distant, know that he is likely grappling with these heavy Saturnian lessons. His soul is under construction, being rebuilt on sturdier foundations of integrity and wisdom. Remember that Saturn's tests, as challenging as they are, serve a sacred purpose: to forge authenticity. By holding him accountable now, Saturn is actually preparing him for greater responsibilities and for the kind of steadfast love that a twin flame union requires. It's forging him in the fires of karma, so he can emerge as someone stronger, wiser, and ready to stand in truth. Before we move on, take a breath and trust that this pressure is meaningful. Just as coal endures intense pressure to become a diamond, the divine masculine is being refined. Saturn's grip may feel tight on his life, but it is molding him into the man he is destined to be. And as he transforms under Saturn's watch, the energy between you transforms as well, opening space for new balance. Now, let us delve into the numerological force working hand in hand with Saturn's energy, the power of number 8, the frequency of karma and cosmic justice. Alongside Saturn's influence comes the mystical vibration of number 8. In numerology and spiritual symbolism, the number 8 carries the frequency of infinity, balance, and karmic return. Turned on its side, 8 becomes the infinity symbol, the sign of endless loops and eternal bonds. This is not mere coincidence. Twin flames themselves are symbolized by this infinity sign, an eternal bond always seeking balance. Right now, the energy of 8 is making itself known in your journey clearly. Perhaps you have been noticing repeating 8s, like 808 on a clock or other surprising ways. These synchronicities are not random, they are messages. The universe is emphasizing that karmic cycles are reaching completion and balance is being restored. In numerology, number 8 is strongly linked with Saturn, the planet of karma. Many consider 8 the number of cosmic cause and effect, a force of karma and justice where what you give comes back. What does this mean for your divine masculine and your path? It means that the very fabric of fate is working to ensure fairness. The causes he set in motion are now coming full circle to their effects. If he has given love, he may start receiving love in unexpected ways. If he has caused pain, he may now confront that pain in his own experience. There is a profound cosmic symmetry at play. The number 8 ensures that nothing goes unpaid or unacknowledged. Every energy sent out eventually returns to the sender. In this phase, your masculine is receiving a double dose of that return, the consequences of his past actions and the spiritual accountability for not living in his truth. Importantly, the vibration of 8 isn't about punishment, it's about balance. Imagine a set of scales tipping and wobbling until they finally level out. That is the essence of 8, equilibrium regained after turbulence. In your masculine's life, things that were out of alignment are being corrected. He might have been living too much in the material world, focused on work, ego, or superficial goals, and neglecting the spiritual. The 8 energy pushes for a rebalance, sometimes by shaking the foundations of material security so that he remembers his soul's priorities. The infinite loop of cause and effect can be intense to experience, but it ultimately leads to stability on a higher level. As this numerological force works on him, it also flows through your shared connection. You might find yourself experiencing echoes of his karmic balancing. For example, you could feel sudden surges of emotion, waves of empathy or sudden anger that seem to come out of nowhere. Those could be reflections of the karmic scales adjusting within the bond you share. Remember, the twin flame path is reciprocal. One's growth triggers the other's. So as the number 8 does its work, forcing justice and equality. Both of you are energetically stepping into a more balanced union. If you feel this process underway, trust it. It may not happen overnight, but just like the steady loop of the figure 8, it is persistent and assured. Take a moment to acknowledge if you've sensed these patterns in your own life. Have you felt old emotions cycling back to be healed, or noticed life pushing you toward a fairer, more honest way of relating? If so, you are attuned to the energy of 8 at play. And if this recognition resonates deeply, you might affirm it in a simple way. In the comments below, write the word balance, to acknowledge that you see the karmic equilibrium forming in your life and connection. This small act of recognition can anchor your trust in the process as we continue to explore the next layers of this journey. When karma strikes in full force, it often does so on multiple fronts. Right now, the divine masculine might feel as if his world is being turned upside down. What we call double karma is essentially a twofold reckoning. He is facing both the direct results of his past actions and the energetic backlash of not honoring his soul's truth. The effect can be overwhelming. Imagine a dam breaking, everything he swept under the rug, every unresolved lesson, comes flooding out at once. In practical terms, this might look like sudden crises or dramatic shifts in his life. Perhaps a relationship with a karmic partner has hit a wall or ended abruptly, exposing truths he refused to see. He could be encountering conflicts at work, or even losing a job opportunity, especially if his career was built on ego rather than authenticity. Plans he was certain about may be unraveling. People he thought would always support him could be stepping back, forcing him to stand on his own. All at once, he is made to confront the ripple effects of choices made long ago. From the outside, it might appear like he's suffering a string of bad luck. But these events are far from random misfortunes, they are reflections. Each incident carries a lesson or mirrors a past imbalance. If he had been neglectful or dismissive in relationships, he might now find himself feeling abandoned or misunderstood. If he deceived someone or himself, he may now feel betrayed or face disillusionment. The scales of justice are correcting course. For instance, if he ran from your connection or treated your love as secondary, life might place him in a situation where he experiences the same kind of longing and uncertainty you once did. It is not revenge, it is empathy through lived experience. The universe, in its wisdom, is cultivating his compassion and accountability by allowing him to walk a mile in the shoes of those he affected. This is the whiplash of karma. The energy he projected outward returns to him, amplified, so that he truly understands its impact. Emotionally, this double hit can be bewildering for him. He may oscillate between anger, sorrow, and regret, not immediately realizing that these challenges are self-created in some way. At first, the masculine might try to blame others or external circumstances. After all, it's hard for the ego to accept responsibility for painful outcomes. But Saturn's influence, and that unyielding number 8 energy, won't let him escape into denial for long. Patterns will repeat with uncanny precision until he sees the common denominator, himself. There's a saying that when we refuse to learn a lesson, it returns louder. That is exactly what's happening. Karma has raised its voice, and he cannot ignore it anymore. He has reached a tipping point. This double karma is not here to destroy him, but to break him open to a truth he can no longer deny. On a side note, Saturn tends to deliver its heaviest lessons during certain life milestones. Saturn's returns around the ages of about 29, 58, and 89 are famously like final exams for the chapters of our lives. If your masculine is in one of these age windows, the karmic intensity may be even higher now. Regardless of age, the purpose remains the same. He is being challenged to mature spiritually and step into his authentic, accountable self. As the divine masculine walks through his karmic storm, you, the divine feminine, likely feel it too. Twin flames share a unified energetic field, so one twin's deep purge is often sensed by the other. You might notice unexplained waves of emotion washing over you in this period, perhaps sudden sadness or anxiety that seems to come from nowhere. These feelings can mirror what he is experiencing. For instance, you might become restless or tearful at the very same time he is overwhelmed by regret, even if you're apart. In those moments, Try to breathe and allow the feelings to move through you without resistance or overanalysis. By gently feeling and releasing these emotions, you actually help transmute the energy for both of you. This is the empathic resonance of your connection. You're not imagining it. This link is very real. His energy is connected to yours, and as he clears heavy karma, you might be transmuting some of that energy alongside him. This shared process means the journey of justice and balance is not his alone, but yours as well. While he faces external consequences, you face internal shifts. In a way, the universe is delivering your justice too, perhaps as a sudden sense of peace or closure, as if a burden has lifted, or through signs, like vivid dreams or repeating eights, reassuring you that balance is unfolding for both of you. It's understandable if a part of you feels vindicated, thinking, "Now he knows how it feels." But try not to dwell in that. Instead, focus on keeping your own balance and healing, through meditation, creativity, or any practice that nourishes you. By staying steady and compassionate from afar, you add positive energy to the shared field. Remember, the same forces teaching him are also working for your highest good. Ultimately, this process is aligning both of you with truth. Every karmic lesson now is clearing obstacles to either a healthier union, or simply a more whole life for each of you. Twin flame journey aside, both the masculine and feminine are being prepared in parallel for a new chapter defined by greater balance, honesty, and spiritual maturity. Take heart in knowing that this phase will not last forever. The wheel of karma is turning, and with each rotation, more darkness is spun into light. Trust the process. Support yourself with prayer, meditation, creativity, whatever brings you solace. Above all, continue to trust that justice is on your side. It has been a long journey, but equilibrium is being restored piece by piece. You have come so far, and all that you have endured is not in vain. The cosmos has witnessed your patience and resilience, and it is responding now with balance and alignment. And remember, Saturn not only tests us but also rewards growth. Once these karmic lessons are integrated, new blessings and stability will emerge. If this entire unfolding resonates with your soul, take a moment now to declare your alignment with it. Type, "I claim divine justice," in the comments if this resonates. By writing those words, you're not only affirming that you welcome balance and truth into your life, but also anchoring that intention into the universe. Let that be your sacred confirmation that you are ready for the scales to fully balance in love, in life, and within yourself. You're welcome to share any signs or shifts you've experienced as well. Finally, remember that you are not alone in this journey. Many others are experiencing similar trials and revelations. By connecting with others who understand this path, you reinforce the knowing that none of us truly walks it alone. If this video brought you clarity or comfort, feel free to like it and share it with a fellow traveler who might need this message. Your engagement helps spread these insights to those who are searching for understanding on their path. And as always, stay tuned for more discussions on this profound journey. Until next time, take care of yourself and trust the rhythms of karma and love. They are orchestrating something beautiful for you. Just like winter turns to spring, this period of challenge is preparing the ground for new growth and hope in your life.